Rachel with Molly, and today she and I are going to go over off to correct her jumping and also some basic leash manners. And next time we can go into the loose leash walking because I see Molly is a puller, but she's a very curious puppy and she has lots of energy, and so that's common. So later on I will give you some techniques on how to correct that pulling, which is really good to address now so that walking nicely on the loose leash just becomes habit, if that's what she learns and practices now. Come here, Mommy. So first of all, I'm going to go over the jumping with her. Now with this, it's going to be a lot of me talking because I don't want to tell Molly to jump up on me by like patting on my hip or leg or something like that, because it would be really confusing to her if I told her to jump up and then I corrected her for doing what I told her to do. So I'm just going to go over with you how to correct her. So I noticed when I walked in today, she was super excited and jumping all over me. So the first thing that we do here with all of the daycare dogs whenever they jump up is we always use the command off. That's different than down. We use down for lay down, and anytime getting off of furniture, jumping, feet on the table, we use off for that instead of down. So say I just walk in the door and Molly's jumping on me. If she jumps up like this, what I'm going to do is say off and go like this. Now, bringing my leg up like that is not to knee her. I'm not trying to make contact with her or anything like that. This is just a way of shielding my body and moving myself out from underneath her feet. So, say she jumps up right here, I just say off, and I turn like that. So me turning causes her feet to fall off of me, and it has me turn away from her, so I'm a bit more shielded from her. Usually when dogs jump up, it's because they're excited and they want attention. So instead of giving them attention, the key is to ignore them. And then they will learn that jumping is not an effective way to get your attention, and you do give them attention when they're being nice and calm. So, Molly. So this is the time where you can give Molly attention. Good girl. Good girl. And if she tried jumping up on me, I would just turn around and tell her off and ignore her until she was calm. So, Molly, come here. Hi, Mommy. Hi there. So I'm not going to ask her to jump up on me. I'm just going to talk to her excitedly and see if she jumps up on her own. Molly, come here. Hi, hi, hi. Good girl. Off. So because she's a bit bigger, the knee doesn't really work, and so you can see I just turned my hip like that and did a firm off. When I'm happy with her and not correcting her, it's the high-pitched voice. Oh, good girl, Molly. Hi, hi, hi. And when I give her the correction, it's a lower, firmer voice. So Molly, come here. Hi. Good girl. Good girl. Come here, Molly. Good job. Good girl. Good girl. So here, I'll bend down and pet her because she's doing well. She's not jumping up. So this is what you want to see from her. Good girl. Yeah. Good job. Come here, Molly. Come on, come on, come on. Off. Good job. Good girl. Good girl. So she's doing really well with that. It seems like she is familiar with off. She just has a little bit of trouble controlling herself because she is so young. Now, when she jumps up, a lot of times our first instinct is to push her away and tell her, no, off, bad, down, anything like that. Remember, just stick to the word off and try not to push her away like that, because that can kind of turn into a game for the dog. So if she's super excited, when you get home at the end of the day, and she's jumping all over you, and if you keep pushing off and backing up like that, then it becomes a fun game, so it just encourages her to jump up. So just turn away, and if she jumps up a little lower, you can use your knee to just shield your body. So you're removing yourself from underneath her feet. So she's doing the actual action of coming down because you aren't in the same spot anymore. If you keep pushing her off, then you're doing it for her, and it's not, it doesn't sink in as well for her. But if you just use a firm tone and don't give her attention when she's jumping up, that should really help with the off command. Now, If she is jumping up, like putting her feet up on a table or getting on the furniture and you don't want her to, another thing that you can do, which we do here to correct the dogs for anything that they're doing wrong, is the little Cesar Millan poke to the side. So you just take a flat hand and you just give them a little quick poke like that. Now, where you do that, Molly here, good girl, is right here in her flank or right here on her neck. Now, it doesn't hurt the dog, it's just that is the more sensitive area, so with a quick poke like that, it gets her attention and it is a correction. It's just like a, hey, stop that. And those areas will work better than any other area. And you'll be able to, she'll react to it off, and so you can see, how much pressure you need to do. I'm not going to poke her now because she's not doing anything wrong, but you just give a quick jab and say off. So you want to pair the correction with the command so that it gets reinforced and she understands that off means no jumping on me, no jumping on that, no getting up on the furniture, if that's the rules of your house, or anything like that. So she has her feet up, or if there's a new person that comes over and she's jumping on them and they don't know to turn their body away and tell her off, you can go up and while she is has her feet up on them, you can go up, give her a quick poke to the side and say off, and that will help as well. Now another thing that you can do that, again, it doesn't hurt her at all, it's just more of an annoying correction, is another option, another thing that we use here a lot of It's Dog Play, which is, come here, Molly. We have a squirt bottle that has a nice steady stream. Now it's just plain water in here, you don't need to mix vinegar in or anything like that, just the water does fine. It's not going to hurt her, but if she does something, this allows you to reach a lot farther. So there, the water went past the camera, and so you can see that it gives you a lot more range. So if you just have a smaller squirt bottle and you put it to the nice firm stream like that, you can carry that around on your belt or something, and if she puts her feet up on something or jumps on the kids, and if they aren't able to really correct her, you can just say Molly off and give her a squirt. That way you're able to offer immediate correction from a long distance away. And also, she's hearing your correction, but dogs usually don't associate the correction of the water hitting them, like hitting their face or something, as you doing it. If she's jumping up and you go running across the kitchen, like this to give her a poke and say off, she might kind of shy away from you just because she knows she's not supposed to do it. Again, it doesn't hurt her, it's just kind of annoying. But if you're able to use the squirt bottle, you have a lot more distance, and she hears your command, and then she gets the correction of the water, and a lot of times dogs don't make the connection that the water is actually coming from you, and so they won't shy away or anything like if you go towards them. Another thing that you can do to work on her jumping, like if, say, when someone is coming over to the house, like if your spouse is coming home and you know what time, and you see them pull up in the driveway, put Molly on a leash so that when they walk in the door, she can't just run up and jump all over them. And you do exactly this. You make her sit. She's good with her sit. She knows that well. And so she's going to be super excited, but she cannot go say hi to that person unless she's sitting quietly. Then it's up to you at this point if you want them to come up and approach her and pet her while she's sitting, or if you just say, Molly, say hello. And you kind of lead her forward like that to where she can go up to them. That way, if you don't let her meet someone new, and this is, like if your spouse comes home, someone is coming over, or if you're out on a walk, if she sees someone she wants to meet, she has to sit quietly and politely without jumping before she is allowed to meet them. And then if she can't do that, like if you're out on a walk, then, just tell the person who has to pet her, I'm sorry, but my dog, we're working on manners and she doesn't get to meet you today. So, like right here, Jason is walking here. No.
Can I touch your dog?
We're working on manners. Molly, sit, sit, sit. Molly, sit. Sit. No, no, off. Molly, sit. Sit.
How old is she?
She's about 7 months old, I think. Molly, sit. Say hello. Good job. Off. Okay, so she did jump up a little bit there, but as you can see, she was super excited. It took a while to get her into a sit, but she did do it. And then once she sat for more than just a second, she was looking at me. I had her attention. She was waiting for her next instructions from me, which is really good. She sees me as the authority figure and the one that's in charge. Then I told her she could say hello. And she went up and she did jump up at the end, but if a person, with more practice, she'll learn that that's not acceptable. Because since she was on a leash, I was able to pull her back and give her the correction. Also, Jason turned away like that. So that's a perfect example of how you can have Molly meet people and try to work on the jumping issue. But she did a really great job. She just has lots of energy, so it's up to you to be really consistent with her and working on this. This was Rachel and Molly, and we are working on jumping and meeting new people.